everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. Thank you for the support. We're still in Italy, but today we're going to go through some of the tweets. We're going to scroll through all the madness because, of course, by now a lot of stuff is out there, a lot of information ad nauseum, and probably yourself, you're asking the same question that I'm asking myself, which is how long will it take for those people to kind of take a rest for a moment from BSing us on every instance, every other day? So I would say the answer to that question is as long as it takes, because this is more than just AH against JD or, like whatever you want to call JD fan or AH fan. I know that at one camp on JD side, there is a lot of truth seekers. There's a lot of people which they are not JD fan by default, but they see the man, they see what he went through, and they love the truth. They seek the truth, me included, and that's why we're still here advocating, but most importantly, also advocating for a man which is a survivor. And on the other camp, there is a gigantic toxicity of trying to misinterpret, doxing, manipulating, misinform, spreading false rumors every other day, every single day. So all we can do is try to balance this energy and this power because it's getting out of hand and it's not stopping. So that's why we're still here. And that's where it's going right now. Because the trial has ended already for a couple of months almost, but we're still actually almost 3 months, but we're still here trying to set the record straight of a man that it's been abused for more than 6 years, his reputation destroyed, and there are those spokespeople, mouthpieces out there for AH campaign that they're trying to do exactly the opposite, putting mud on this person again, on everybody else, on every supporter, calling us just fans, when in fact all we want is the truth to prevail. And as you can see here, this is a great example of that. Just one of many that still happens. This seems like supporter. I don't even know if it's a bot. It's Cocaine Cross. It's like some kind of like uh, activist for AH, so to speak. And they took an unsealed part of a document and they darkened one part of the text, which of course changes the whole meaning of the document. So as you can see here, let's remind ourselves that altering documents after signing can lead to numerous consequences. Faking a signature without permission, making a false document, or changing an existing documents are all considered to be forgery. Forgery is a crime and punishable by law, although penalty will vary from state to state. All 50 states consider forgery to be a felony. Forgery may appear in a variety of documents such as legal contracts, historical papers, diplomas, licenses, and art objects, to name a few. The most common form of forgery is when a person chooses to sign someone else's name on a check. Of course, and here you have this part of this document where I make it short. This is posted by this Chateau Bunny at Cocaine Cross here. Um, and it's alleging the wrong. It's alleging that Johnny Depp intentionally manipulated audio tapes or arguments between him and H and refused to provide any recording that weren't edited or altered. So, when in fact, when you see here, you can pause and read the whole document if you want, just making it short for you. But then, when you see the part where she blacked out, it says testified that he provided his counsel with full, unedited copies of all recordings and deleted nothing. So when you read that, of course, puts everything else in a different perspective, but that's exactly what they wanted. They want to spread those paper, faking them, and then the mainstream media perhaps picks on it and they start to run with it. So that's why we are here. It seems like a little thing, but are all those little things every day that can lead to huge misinformation? And frankly, that's freaking abhorrent, if you ask me. Those people are relentless. They don't care to forge the paper. They don't care to fake. They don't care to lie. So we have been just through. This is another AH supporter. This cat human being. First of all, the piece about this woman, I published the full name and work history of a different woman. So if you think what I did was doxing, that means you think Laura was doxing too, by definition, but you still would be. I don't even want to finish because this is wrong. If you share something that is public already, that's not doxing. If you're publishing something to the public, about somebody that wasn't there, that's doxing. It seems that this journalist really doesn't understand the basic, which even myself, with a little bit of search, you can find out and educate yourself. But they don't care. Again, this is another document here, but from the same person. You see, the technique is to black out part of the document just to make sure that can be ambiguous enough to change the narrative. But luckily, the full document is there, and of course, you can pause and read it if you're curious. But I make it short for you. They were just bullshitting us. So this is some of the techniques those people use. Let's not forget this very infamous Camilla bots, which post like 170 plus tweets a day. And you will be absolutely insane to believe that that's a normal human being supporting somebody else. Nobody tweets that much in a day if isn't paid. And it turns out most likely it's a PR campaign, and that PR campaign is also led by a person that has his own issues. In this case here, the PR guru faces high arrest claims as has a history of DUI arrest. So here the New York Post states AHPR guru David Shane might need to focus on rebranding himself before fixing his client image. I will totally agree with that. And this account of Camilla was blocked because they were spreading misinformation and doxing, even going to the extent of trying to call on that umbrella guy like child service. I don't know how it's called in the US, but literally threatening his wife, that umbrella guy, wife and kids. Wow, that's wrong in so many ways. That's wrong in so many ways. You have no idea. Even even Bill Maher is taking like a little bit of a sweat to AH with probably his monologue stating that the actress, the only thing she can do is probably pooping on beds kind of scenes. So sorry, my voice is a little bit low today, but you see that between these Eve human.
Opinion turn and continue to joke about a dog defecating in a bed. Man, I expected more from someone as bold as Bill Maher. And no, Amber Heard did not poop in a bed. I mean, if she did poop in a bed, I wish it was my bed.
Also, it's really hilarious how they still think that we are so dumb that believe that kind of crap in the middle of bed was done by a teacup Yorkie. Uh, I mean, it's relentless. It's relentless, and it's truly a joke. Like it says here, the tweet hashtag that it's trending, "Eve Human is a joke." I don't know who you are or what your sources are, but I've been fighting this information on these issues for years. And what I was there, it's gross that I have to fight this battle here, which has nothing to do with hate. Yesterday, were shot. What the heck is happening right here? I really don't know what is happening right here, but I'm also not interested at this point because imagine being a credible voice and having a huge platform and using it to make fun of a survivor. Sorry, be Mary, I don't really don't get it. What we don't get is that people don't buy into the BS that they're trying to sell, and they're relentless in every day making those absurd posts as if we just come out of under a rock. We don't know nothing, as if people they haven't informed themselves. by watching trial, making the right research, following the right YouTubers, instead of listening to this questionable people, to say the least. And let's not forget also how much fun they had in making fun of Johnny Depp, which there was this rumor about his disability, erectile dysfunction, and they were making fun of him. Um, those people are just simply wrong. It's I can definitely say I'm not a fan of, but the thing is that if you let them unchecked, they will spread like a disease, and that's what they are. Like those type of people are really a disease of society because they don't care about the truth. They just care about winning. They're misandrists. They just hate man, and we know that abuse has no gender. uh, that's just a fact. And we have to be here being open and listen to each case individually, making sure that stuff like this doesn't happen again, of the type of narcissism that we have seen throughout the months, because you can be sure that there are many out there, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those followers, including this Eve person, not only are narcissists themselves, but actually victim of the narcissist, and they don't know it yet. But they probably will realize in the near future when they get dumped on the side of the street, when they're not useful anymore for the narcissist. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Always spread love. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you later in another video. Ciao.